All right. Well, I don't want to keep you guys waiting any longer. You know why you're here. We're doing the Jester's Secret Santa gift
Yeah.
exchange.
Oh,
Great
And
to get together on the holidays.
I know we got to do this distantly this year. You guys have been really cool about that. I thank you. And I don't want to let it linger any longer. Blake, I had you. I'm the one who sent you your gift. Go ahead and open it. I'm kind of excited. Yeah, open it.
Okay. Oh my gosh. Look at that. You got me a golf pencil from Hugh Improv Theater.
That's right, the Hugh Improv Theater in Memphis, Tennessee. Remember, you scored that birdie. It was your first birdie ever on the round that they set up in the backyard, the mini golf hole that they had behind the theater. I stole the pencil afterwards. I'm not allowed to go back to Memphis anymore.
Oh, wow. That was so fun, though. That was my first and only round of improv mini golf.
Yeah. I hope you like it.
It's awesome. By the way, Jenny, I had you.
That's who this is from. I was wondering, it was very heavy pulling it out of the bag. But, I do love oranges.
Yeah, well, and it's just so important, this time of year, especially with it being as dark as it is and all that, I just didn't want you to get scurvy. So I wanted to make sure you had plenty of vitamin C.
Thank you. You're always looking out for all your friends. Bill, I had you.
well, this is what I was wondering who got this for me. Let's see what this is. Oh, would you look at that? Some athletic tape that's so seasonal and matches my tie. What a thoughtful gift. I've been turning my ankles and spraining my wrists forever now, but with this athletic tape, I'll have more support than ever. Thank you, Jenny. That's great.
The last time we played tennis, you were complaining, so I thought
That's right. Yeah, and I was making up those excuses about why you were beating me so bad, but with this tape, I won't have excuses anymore. Hey, Fred, why don't you open what I got for you?
Oh, Bill, you shouldn't have. It's such a big bag, too.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, 400 vitamin calcium tablets.
Wow.
That's right. That's right. Fred, I know you're getting old, and with age comes those osteoporosis issues and brittle bones, but you won't have to worry about that because you've got extra calcium in your diet now.
Thanks, Bill. My hip was bothering me just the other day.
Yeah, don't get it replaced. Just take tablets.
Thanks, Bill. And
you bet.
Guess who I had for my Secret Santa? It was you, buddy. Open that bad boy up.
Me?
Yes, you, Zach.
Oh my gosh. I wonder what it could be. Oh wow. It's a pair of glasses.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I got it in your size.
Oh yeah. They go behind the ears.
Yeah. Zach, sometimes you work so hard with your own facial hair and nose. You need a break, and when you need a break, you just put those on, buddy.
Oh, thank you. My face has been stressed out lately, so I'm glad I have this other face. Well, Adam, I had you.
All right, Zach, I've kind of had my eye on this since it arrived on last Friday. So let's take a look. Oh, it's a giant chicken.
Yeah. No, it's a chicken. It's a rooster. And you know how you say you love cornflakes? I thought, I could get Adam cornflakes, but I could give him this giant rooster to remind him to buy cornflakes.
I'm going to put him right by the Jester's belt.
Yeah.
So I remember. Thank you, Zach. And you know what? Rebecca's telling me we're live.
What?
The show's on. Hey, everyone. We're Jesters Comedy Improv. This has been our Secret Santa. We've got a show going on right now, though, a live Facebook Live improv comedy show for the next hour or so. It's the holidays. We're all excited to be celebrating it. I'm Wooly, Wooly Claus for the rest of the evening. I'm joined by Fred, Zach, Bill, Blake, and Jenny. And of course, on the back end doing the tech, we've got Rebecca and Steve, who are going to be handling all of the chats in Facebook and all of the technical stuff that makes our show look so great. And the only reason our show looks so great is because they've been doing this for months with Fantastic Voyage. So make sure you check out Fantastic Voyage Improv, and you'll probably see at least half of the people you see on your screen during one of their shows. I do want to give a quick shout out as well, because we are raising money for Toys for Tots tonight. Toys for Tots has always been one of my family's best favorite charities this time of year. If you don't want to donate directly to Toys for Tots and you want us to do the dirty work, you can donate, buy a coffee for Jesters at coffee.com/JestersComedyImprov. Rebecca will throw that link in the chat. You can donate the money there, and we'll donate it. We'll just be the middleman. We just kind of push it on out to Toys for Tots. So I'll throw that out a couple times in the show. The chat's lighting up, and we've got people who want you guys to sing about them. So I'm going to kill the camera. And let's see, Bill, Blake, Fred, and Zach. Let's meet some of the Jesters fans in the chat and sing a little song about them. First off, we've got Rachel. Rachel wants you guys to know that she loves building snow persons. That's the politically correct term for snowman, Bill. So we're going to begin with you, Rachel, building snow persons.
Rachel likes to roll some balls. La 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 la.
Then she stacks them 3 balls tall. Fa la 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 la.
Gender doesn't matter to her. Fa la 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 la.
He, she, them, that's what they were. Fa la 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 la, Rachel.
That's Rachel, everyone. Christy. Christy is in the chat. She is looking forward to doing some much needed sleeping as we head into the winter. So Blake, let's sing about Christy sleeping.
Christy wants to catch some Z's. Fa la 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 la.
Sometimes she doesn't bend her knees. Fa la 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 la.
Sleepy, sleepy, eyes are closing. Fa la 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 la.
Soon she will be sitting there dozing. Fa la 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 la, Christy.
Christy, perfect. Let's keep this going. Fred, Dave from Torg Brewery, our good friend Dave, is looking forward to eating some good old Scandinavian fish dishes this holiday season. So let's sing about Dave and his love of Scandinavian fish dishes.
Swedish fish is quite a risk. Fa la 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 la.
Especially if you like that lutefisk. Fa la 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 la.
Soaked in diet goes down smooth. Fa la 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 la.
Or there'll be Pepto-Bismol for you. Fa la 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 la. Dave from Torg.
From Torg. Fred, I love that the only Scandinavian fish dish you know of is Swedish fish.
I meant that generically.
not the chewy gummy treat.
Yeah.
Let's do one more. Zach, our good friend Suzanne is looking forward to cutting down her own Christmas tree. So let's sing about Suzanne chopping down a tree for Christmas.
Suzanne has to get to chopping. Fa la 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 la.
She won't stop until it's chopping. Da da la 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 la.
Like Paul Bunyan, she'll wield an axe. Fa la 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 la.
Hopefully she'll get lots of snowflakes. Fa la 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 la. Suzanne!
Suzanne, everyone. Oh, that was our Deck the Halls, and we completely bypassed all copyright laws with our version. Thank you guys very much. Let's bring Jenny back here, and let's start selling some Christmas presents, some holiday presents. Christmas presents would be early. Hanukkah presents would be just in time because tomorrow is the last day of Hanukkah. And there's lots of holidays to celebrate between now and the rest of the year. So we want to hear about your worst or best presents you've either received or purchased in the chat. And the first one we've got in here is fuzzy socks. So let's sell fuzzy socks.
Fuzzy socks keeps your feet warm and generates static electricity. Fuzzy socks.
The ultimate gift to regift. Fuzzy socks.
Because your regular socks don't generate enough lint. Fuzzy socks.
Because you like to live a little dangerously. Fuzzy socks.
It's the best gift, gosh darn it. Fuzzy socks.
The classic Christmas present for someone you don't know what to get them. Heather wants us to sell some chia pets. Sure, every other plant you grow dies, but try getting one shaped like an elf. Chia pets.
The only time you have to be proficient in lathering seeds. Chia pets.
Don't mistake them for that health food chia seed. I know from experience. Chia pets.
One kind of pet you don't have to walk around the block. Chia pet.
Twice the responsibility of a pet rock. Chia pet.
Oh, someone gave Heather a VCR. You guys remember those? Let's sell some VCRs as if we're trying to sell them today.
Don't put a peanut butter and jelly sandwich in it. VCRs.
You won't be able to hook it up to your TV, but you can look at it. VCRs.
Because high definition is just too snooty. VCRs.
Want to know if those VHS tapes you found under your parents' bed are happy or scary memories? A VCR.
Because we miss having 12, 12, 12 blinking in our dining rooms. Yours.
Bruce wants us to sell that creepy old elf on a shelf.
He sees you when you're sleeping. Elf on a shelf.
It's way better than that giant gnome on your home. Elf on a shelf.
Because you want to be a good parent, but you're also lazy. Elf on a shelf.
How does it keep getting knives? Elf on the shelf.
Just like everyone else, Santa's outsourcing. Elf on a shelf.
And we have a couple people in here saying soap. So let's sell soap.
For those who want an Irish Spring but can't travel because of the pandemic. Soap.
No one's allowed to use the fancy ones. Soap.
I was gonna get you hand sanitizer, but I couldn't find any. So,
It comes in 3 different varieties of lard colors. So
It's illegal to poach ivory. So,
What else are we going to do with all that charcoal? Soap.
We've got one other one in here that's causing some confusion in the chat. Suzanne once received a wine bra. Let's sell some wine bras.
Because you want to go to a stadium, but you don't want to pay $8 a drink. Wine bra.
They'll hold your grapes nicely. Wine bra.
it'll get you merloted. Wine bra.
Hey, that's taglines, everyone. Thank you guys very much for throwing out those suggestions in the chat. Keep them coming throughout the night. Rebecca's going to prompt you. Write whatever you want in there. There's no wrong answer. We're not going to Google you afterwards to make sure it was the real thing. Bill and Blake, you can go ahead and kill the cameras for a moment. Or no, I'm sorry. Bill and Fred, you guys know what's going on. I don't. Zach and Jenny, earlier, Blake and Jenny. Earlier, we sent you to a script, a holiday favorite on your phone. So I want you guys to pull those up now. I don't know if this is the first time you've seen these or not. Blake, what did we send you?
I was sent the script to Elf.
The movie Elf with Will Ferrell.
Yes.
And Jenny, which script did we send you?
I have Charlie Brown Christmas.
Charlie Brown Christmas. So for this next scene we call Actor's Nightmare, Blake and Jenny can only say lines from these scripts. So they're going to hold the phone up so you can see it, and they're just going to scroll up and down, back and forth through the scripts and just pull a line at random. Zach is going to have to make that make sense. And we're going to pull one of the gifts that we didn't use for taglines. You guys are making homemade candy, Zach. Homemade candy, and Blake and Jenny will just fill in the blanks with some lines from our Christmas favorites. So Zach, go ahead and start us with homemade candy.
All right. This year, it's my responsibility to be the Wolfhausen family candy maker for Christmas. Now, Grandma Nutley put me in charge. Now I have to get this candy out to all the uncles and all the aunts before Christmas. Are you with me?
I'm going to go find my dad.
You're the only person I know.
Well, that's sad. That's really sad, but thank you for being here to help. And yes, nephew, get your dad, and we'll have more hands in the kitchen.
Okay, bye Choo Choo, bye Sunshine, bye Tinkle Winkle, bye Puffy, bye Flayed, bye Gail.
He's a special boy. He's a special, sensitive boy. Now, Sarah, I need you to simmer some chocolate on the stove.
Just make it easy on yourself and just spend money.
I wish it was that easy, Sarah. But we have to make candy for Christmas. They can't eat money for Christmas. It has germs and all sorts of unimaginable things on it. They can't eat it. So we have to make candy. Now, if you don't get that chocolate to the right temperature, it'll be garbage.
Can you be a sheep?
No, I can't be a sheep. Sheep don't have hands, Sarah. What do they teach you in school? Oh, you're back.
How the hell did this happen anyway?
Did you lose your dad?
Papa Elf from the North Pole?
I don't know. If that's what you call him, then yes, Papa Elf, your dad.
Are you going to sing a song or can I go back to work?
If you guys start working and cranking out this candy, I'll sing whatever you want. Candy makes the Christmas sing.
Wow, that's weird. Usually you guys just put my name into Jingle Bells or something.
We can't go on. There's too much dust.
That's absolutely right. I meant to make a memo about this before. We have to clean the surfaces. We have to clean the surfaces, Sarah and nephew. If we have dusty surfaces, we could get allergens in the chocolate, and that's no good. Now, use that dustpan.
Okay.
Good grief.
I thought I was going to get more flack from you, nephew, but okay, all right.
This snow looks fake.
That's because it's coconut. Nephew. Nephew, you have to sprinkle the coconut on the ground and it'll be like candy snow.
I suggest we try those searchlights.
We need proper lighting for candy making. That's a good point. Any kind of lighting will do. I mean, we have this bar lighting up here, but if you have an extra light, That's good too. Now, did you buy the gumdrops, nephew?
Well, someone's been drinking the Kool-Aid.
I got into the Kool-Aid earlier because I was so stressed out about getting all this candy made. Yes, you think your dad will let you have some?
I won't let all this commercialism ruin my Christmas.
Very good. That's a good point. You're very conscious, but we're not selling the candy. We're just it's a labor of love. It's a labor of love, Sarah.
The store is all shiny, and I'm in a store.
Nephew, take a good look of where you are. Where are you? You are at the family home. We were at the store this afternoon. Sometimes you get confused.
Attention, Gimbals will be closing in 10 minutes. Please make your final purchases.
What is it you want here?
What is it? I want to make candy.
We're going to make
I'll take
candy.
it, Sarah.
Thank you very much, Zach, Blake, and Jenny. Zach and Blake, you can take a break. Jenny, I'm going to have you stick around if you've got a guy next to you by chance who's going to come in and help. Because I've got a guy next to me, everyone. This is my son, Edison. Say hi, Edison.
Hi.
And Jenny has her son, or husband, in his llama sweater, Matt. Matt and Edison, thank you guys very much for joining us for a game of columns. Pretty much with this game, Jenny and I, whenever we want to fill in the blank, we're just going to tap you on the shoulder, and these gentlemen are going to fill in the blanks for us. And we asked for some favorite animals in the chat. And Edison, what was the animal or animals you wanted to pick?
A platypus and a panda at the same time. I'll call it a pandapus.
They're combining the platypus and panda. So, Jenny, you and I are going on a pandapus hunt.
I can't say that I've ever gone shopping for a pandapus before, but I think we should probably start by going to my favorite store. Target. I love Target. They have everything. Of course they'll have it.
Have everything, absolutely. I'm going to pull them up on the cartwheel here and see if Target has a pandapus in stock, and they
obviously
do, because it's Target. They've got everything there.
Of course. And you know what? While you're on there, I'm also out of toothpaste and also underwear. So could you just order me some more?
You're in luck. They've got underwear that's now
$15 with an extra side of cheese.
$15 with an extra side of cheese.
Wow.
We can get ready for our Christmas fondue that you, me, and our new pandapus are going to have on Christmas.
That's a really great deal. I love fondue. I like to dip fruitcake into my fondue. What's your favorite dip?
Well, if we've got the cheese, I like dipping shrimp into it. But if we're going to go with the hot oil, I like to dip sloths. And of course, for dessert, when we get the chocolate fondue, I like to dip free light bulbs. But I know you're allergic to light bulbs, so I'll get you normal light bulbs. I'll get the free ones for me, and I'll pay handsomely for your light bulbs.
That's nice that you think of my allergies. I have so many. It's not just light bulbs. It's also
Snow. Licorice.
And licorice. And also
More snow.
I can't stand it.
I know, and I feel really bad. I mean, I'm really thankful that you moved up here to Minnesota to be with me, but I can't help that these winters are going to kill you one of these days with your snow allergies. So I know it's not quite Christmas yet, but it's the last night of Hanukkah. So for the last night of Hanukkah, I want to tell you that, honey, I bought a house in a really warm place that will have no snow ever. I got you a house in Flamethrowerville.
Wow, that sounds so warm and cozy.
Yeah, everyone in town has a flamethrower, even the moose.
Crazy.
And I'm saying that plural. Moose is plural for moose. All of the moose in town have flamethrowers attached to their antler. It's their high school sports team, the Flaming Moose.
That's incredible. I can't wait to move and go sit on the beach and look at the flaming moose and drink my favorite drink, eggnog. Because I may be allergic to snow, but I still like Christmas.
There is just one minor flaw with Flamethrowerville, and that's a city ordinance that doesn't allow pandapusses. So we're going to have to disguise our new pet pandapus as something else. I was thinking we could glue normal platypuses to the pandapus and make it look like panda pie.
Wow. That's almost my favorite kind of pie, too. My other favorite pie is schnozberry pie.
We're going to end with schnozberry pie. Matt and Edison, thank you very much for playing with us tonight. Real quick, come back up here, Edison. Come back up here. I just want to get a shot of these two real quick in their holiday attire. So Matt and Edison, take the screens. Take a bow in your llama. Take a bow in your llama and your dinosaur sweaters. So festive. All right, now get out of here. Thank you guys very much. Jenny, thank you. You can go ahead and have a seat because we're going to bring Fred, Bill, and Blake in. And we're going to play everyone's favorite game show, and I understand that they are looking for a new host. So this is my regrettably so chance to audition to be the new host for Jeopardy! We've got some categories popping up in the chat, and Jenny and Zach off screen are going to yell out our Jesters' answers. Based on those categories, these three are going to buzz in and give us the Jeopardy questions. So, our Jeopardy categories are, let's see, from Elizabeth Potables. She's obviously watched a lot of Jeopardy herself. Physics from Heather. So we've got Potables, Physics from Suzanne, Cat Toys. And from Rachel, Star Wars. So, once again, we've got Potables, Physics, Cat Toys, and Star Wars characters. And Bill, you are our returning champion, so you get to pick the first category.
Well, Wooly, I think I'm going to go with Star Wars characters for 300.
Star Wars characters for 300. Judges, what is the answer?
Boba Fett.
Boba Fett. Oh, Fred.
What is the most popular flavor of boba tea in Mandalore?
That is correct, Fred. $300. Go ahead and pick a new category.
Let's go with physics.
Physics. In the category of physics, the answer is
String theory.
String theory. Bill.
What is the conversations I like to have with my pieces of string cheese?
Fred, your buzzer didn't work, so I'm going to give the points to Bill. Bill, that is correct. Pick a new category.
Potables for 400.
Yeah, Potables. The answer is
Kentucky Straight Bourbon.
Kentucky Street Bourbon. Oh, Fred.
Ironically, what was the man drinking when he was run over on Kentucky Street?
No, I'm sorry. The correct answer is, what is the only bourbon made with 11 herbs and spices? Blake, you haven't picked a category yet. We're going to give this one to you. Pick a new category.
Cat toys.
Cat toys. In the category of cat toys, the answer is
Stuffed mouse.
Stuffed mouse.
Beep, beep, beep.
Bill.
What am I hoping to serve my guests at this Christmas?
That is correct, Bill. Pick another category.
Physics for 200.
Physics for 200. The answer is
Atom Collider.
Atom Collider. Blake.
What should our host watch out for?
That is correct. It is one of my greatest fears. Blake, go ahead and pick another category.
Oh, I gotta go with Star Wars.
Yes, you do. Star Wars characters. The answer is
Grogu.
Leia.
Grogu.
All right.
Fred.
What happens if you leave cheese out too long?
Gross. Blake, what is your answer?
What is the best kind of space vodka?
Blake, that is correct. Go ahead and pick another category.
All right. Oh, let's go with physics.
Let's go with physics. The answer is
Quantum theory.
quantum theory.
All right.
Blake.
What requires at least one big logical leap?
Bill.
What do I understand? Only slightly less than string theory.
That is correct, Bill. We also would have accepted another conversation Bill has with his quantums. Bill, pick another category.
Cat toys for 400, please.
Cat toys for whatever number Bill said. The answer is
Nip.
Nip.
All right.
Fred.
What is the most offensive sounding cat toy?
Blake.
What is married to Tuck?
Ooh, Bill.
How do I know when it gets below freezing in the winter?
I'm glad the camera only goes down so far, Bill. I'm going to go back to Fred. That was correct. Fred, we've only got a couple minutes left, a couple seconds, I should say. Go ahead and pick another category.
Definitely got to go back to Star Wars characters.
Yeah, we do. Back to Star Wars characters. The answer is
Jabba the Hutt.
Jabba the Hutt. Jeez, Bill.
Who is the Pizza Hut's brother?
That is correct.
No.
We've got time for one more. Bill, pick one more category.
Let's go physics for 300, please.
Physics for 300. And the answer is
Critical mass.
critical mass. Blake.
What do people gain over the holidays?
That answer hurts me so much, Blake. I'm going to give you the points. Buzzers down, gentlemen. Let me tally up my scores here. Carry the 4. You 3 are tied. We have a tie game for the 5,819th Jesters show in a row, which means you 3 now need to put it all on the line in the final Jeopardy category, which let me scroll up on the phone. The final Jeopardy category from Patrick is sweaters. And from our off-screen judges, the final Jeopardy answer is
Festive Christmas.
festive Christmas sweaters. So think about everything you know about festive Christmas sweaters. Fred, turn around if you need to get inspiration. And I am going to sing the fastest version of the Jesters Jeopardy theme song you've ever heard. Whew, that was quick. I'll give you guys each half a second to finish writing, and let's just pretend that you're done. The category for Final Jeopardy was sweaters, and the Final Jeopardy answer was festive Christmas sweaters. Fred, what is your question?
What is the worst Hanukkah gift?
Judges are going to sit on that one for a moment. Again, final category is sweaters. The question is, the answer, I'm getting all confused now. I just lost the Jeopardy gig. Son of a. Final category is sweaters. Final answer is festive Christmas sweaters. Bill, what is your question?
What does Fred need more of?
You should have gotten Fred for the Secret Santa. Blake, it comes down to you. The category is sweaters. The answer is festive Christmas sweaters. What is your question?
What are great to wear when telling a good yarn?
Ooh, I am going to give the win to Blake, mostly because he wrote it down. Congratulations, Blake. You spin a good yarn. Congratulations to Fred and Bill as well. I'm going to let you keep the winnings unless you want to donate those over to Toys for Tots, which once again, Jeopardy Jesters is raising money for in the chat. There's a Ko-fi.com/Jesters Comedy Improv. We're raising money for Toys for Tots. If you throw some bucks in there, we'll throw some bucks that way. We're just the middlemen for the goodness here. Let's see. Zach and Jenny come back. And Blake, you won, so you have to stay. Blake, Jenny, and Zach are here for a game called Word Count. We've got some lucky numbers in the chat I'm going to assign to you good folks right now. Blake, since you won, I'm going to give you 17.
Okay, my lucky number, actually.
Your lucky number. Jenny, we're going to give you 7. And Zach, I'm going to give you 1.
Oh,
So
okay.
in this scene, every sentence Blake says has to contain 17 words exactly. Jenny's has to contain 7 words exactly, and Zach only gets to say 1 word at a time, so he's better make it count. And to get you guys started, we're going to go up to one of the categories we didn't use. Purple. That's all I'm going to give you. Krista gave me purple. I'm giving you guys purple. Let's see a scene about purple.
Purple.
Purple is my favorite color, and blue.
Okay, so we have to get this entire house painted purple by 6 p.m. today, or else.
Okay.
That's a lot of work for 2 people.
Here.
Well, that's all we have today because everyone else had other plans, apparently, or so they said.
I guess I can help this time.
Yes.
Good, because we are on a tight deadline and we need to get working right now, people.
I'll get the paint out right here.
Make sure you use the acrylic paint, not the oil-based, because oil-based leaks off houses.
Pressure. Pressure.
Good to know. I learned something today.
Okay, stay calm, Dale. You can do this. You passed your paint test back at the store.
Okay.
The purple paint doesn't taste like purple.
You're not supposed to eat the paint. Come on, people. You're supposed to put the paint there.
What?
Dip the brush into the paint. Roll the brush on the house. Continue until the house is purple.
Okay.
Does that make us purple people eaters?
Sure. Yes, I like that. That is a good team spirit idea. Thank you, Sarah.
No.
Come on, Dale. You need to be a good team player. Otherwise, you'll have to go back to warehousing.
Mistake. Mistake.
I heard Dale only likes orange paint.
Well, Dale, there's more than one color of paint in this world, and you should be accepting of all colors of paint.
Okay.
Finally, Zach is accepting of all colors of paint. Thank you very much, Jesters, for playing that game. Jenny, I'm going to have you sent away now to a magical world on the internet where you can no longer see or hear us. So we'll see you in a little bit. Everyone say bye, Jenny.
Bye, Jenny.
Okay.
Bye, Jenny.
Okay.
And Blake, you get to go ahead and take a seat. Zach, Bill, and Fred are going to be our contestants on Jester's dating game. That's my attempt at romantic trumpet music, whatever. We've been getting bachelors for each of you to play in this next game. Jenny is going to then have to guess which bachelors, who you are, and who she's going to go out on a date with. So we're going to list them as Zach, bachelor number 1, Bill as bachelor number 2, and Fred as bachelor number 3. Let's see, bachelor number 1, Zach, you are going to be Robot Santa Claus.
Oh.
Yeah, Robot Santa Claus. Bill, as bachelor number 2, you are going to be a broken yo-yo.
Good.
And Fred is bachelor number 3. Bill, if you want to change your name to bachelor number 2, so Jenny keep you
Thank
guys
you.
in order. Fred, as bachelor number 3, you are going to be Rick Moranis. So if I can get you guys to repeat those suggestions, make sure you remember who you are, beginning with bachelor number 1.
I'm a Robot Santa.
Bachelor number 2.
I'm a broken yo-yo.
And bachelor number 3.
Rick Moranis.
Perfect. Let's get our lucky bachelorette in here. Everyone welcome her to the stage with a round of applause. Jenny, yeah, woo, welcome to the dating game. Welcome to the dating game. Go ahead and introduce yourself to the audience and to your lucky bachelors.
Hi, my name is Sasha. Just Sasha. Just call me Sasha. I am super excited to meet you 3.
Well, let's hear a little bit about you, Sasha. Yeah, just tell us something about you.
I really like cats.
I think that's all we need to know. She really likes cats. Let's have the bachelors introduce themselves, beginning with bachelor number 1.
Hello, Sasha. I love the holidays. Ha, ha, ha.
Bachelor number 2.
Hi. Wow. Hi. Oh, sorry. Sorry.
And bachelor number 3.
Hey, good day, eh?
So, Sasha, the game is yours. Go ahead and ask your bachelors a question.
All right. I'm going to start with bachelor number 1. And where are you going to take me on our first date?
Hello, Sasha. I would take you up north. I have an installation there where I manufacture different things for the world.
You sound so robotic. I wonder if that would change over time. Bachelor number 2, same question. Where will you take me on our first date?
Well, it'd be more like you taking me somewhere. And I don't know, I like to go to the park. You can kind of take me anywhere. I like to go to the park. Maybe we could walk the dog or something. Or we used to. I'm kind of a work in progress right now.
Okay. Bachelor number 3, same question. Where are we going on our first date?
Oh, you know, I have a really cool apartment in New York City, and there's this hot cello player that lives down the hall, and, you know, we're going to have probably, going to play Twister, and I just hope anything doesn't interrupt the party that's unexpected, but, you know, it'd be really cool. You could come and we could probably have some drinks or something. It'd be really cool.
Okay.
All right, well, you got to know all 3 a little bit. Go ahead and continue asking questions.
Bachelor number 1, are you good at your job?
Hello, Sasha. I do not work for most of the year, but right when November comes, I get to work and I get my stuff together. I put everything in a bag and I travel the world. Oh yes, I work hard.
Bachelor number 3, you kind of remind me from someone from TV. What's your favorite TV show or movie?
Oh well, I don't want to pat myself on the back, but I've started a lot of stuff. Yeah, it's really not fair that my colleagues like Eugene Levy and Catherine O'Hara have gone on to get really famous, and I'm pretty much known for just a couple of stupid kids movies. But I've had a good career. I think I'm just as legit as anyone else. And why in the world are people just randomly hitting me in New York City?
I don't know.
Yeah.
Bachelor number 2, what's something you like to do around the holiday time?
Well, I'm usually given to people. I usually change. I'm usually gifted to people, and that's really nice because there's nothing like bringing joy to a kid's life. Like they really like to play with me. But I don't know. Lately, I've had a hard time getting up. Like once I'm down, I'm just down, and I have a hard time bouncing back. And I don't know if any kids are going to want to play with me in my current condition.
I don't want to assume anything here, but the way Jenny's looking at you, Bachelor number 2, it's like you've got her tied around her little finger there.
That's right. I mean, I'm sure she'd like to rock the baby, but I don't want to string her along is the thing. And so I don't know what to say.
Sasha, unfortunately, we've only got time for a couple more questions, so if you need to finalize it here, go ahead and do that now.
Bachelor number 3, why are people hitting you in New York City?
Well, that's the whole thing. I guess you didn't hear the news story, but some random guy just came up to me and punched me. I don't know. Maybe he didn't like Honey, I Shrunk the Kids, or he thought I upstaged Bill Murray. I don't. It's really not fair. I even did some pretty good work in the Parenthood movie, so I don't see why anyone has any hate for me.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Well, Jenny, we're at the time of the game where you need to decide which bachelors aren't coming home with you and which bachelor is going on that lucky date. So, Jenny, which bachelor will not be going on that date with you?
I will not be going on a date with bachelor number 1, who is a robot Santa Claus.
He is a robot Santa Claus. That is a shame. Sorry, Bachelor 1.
I'm also probably not going on a date with bachelor number 2 because he's a very sad puppy.
No, it's like when I turn my head when someone's like, yo, and people flick their wrists and but I fall down and then I can't get back up.
Oh, because you're a yo-yo.
Yeah, but not just any yo-yo.
You're a broken yo-yo.
That is exactly it. Bachelor number 2 is a broken yo-yo, which means you've chosen Bachelor number 3.
Yes, which I think maybe is Steve Martin.
Ooh.
Oh, I was in that movie with him, but he is so much more famous than me. We have the same first letter of our last name, though. And maybe I'm not famous because my last name sounds kind of like another word for idiot.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh.
Honey, I Shrunk the Kids was about the best clue he gave you there, Sasha.
I remember watching that movie when I was 5.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
Well,
see, this is why people are punching me in the face.
Tell you what, Sasha, you're going to get a lot of chances to get to know him when you take Rick Moranis out on your date.
That's
Congratulations, Rick Moranis. Thank you for playing Robot Santa and Broken Yo-Yo. Sasha, enjoy your date with Rick Moranis.
You are one lucky lady.
Let's get Blake back in here, because we are about to make the world a little brighter for everyone out there. It is 2020. As we know, has only got, let's see, if today's the 17th, 2 weeks left of 2020 before we can turn the calendar over to 2021. And I know you all can't wait for that to happen. So we are going to tell you about all the stuff you want to do in the future. And Mary Kay wants to know about karaoke. in the future.
In the future, karaoke will be just like a Zoom meeting you sing with your friends in the same room.
In the future, when you sing karaoke, you can get it to tap directly into your friend's brain.
In the future, artists will judge your attempt at singing their song.
In the future, karaoke will be a bunch of frogs karaokeing in a field.
Extra, read all about it. In the future, changes in copyright laws mean that you can get sued even for pretending to sing a famous artist's song.
Heather actually wants to know what hugging people is going to be like once again in the future. In the future, to prevent unneeded lawsuits, hugging people will require 2 forms of identification and signed and initialed paperwork.
In the future,
They're going to invent really long arms so you can hug your friends really far away.
In the future, you'll have to wear a plastic sheet at all times if you want to hug someone.
in the future, bears will be required to be present at all bear hugs.
In the future, group hugs will be known as super spreader events.
Extra, read all about it. In the future, stricter social distancing measures will lead to a new campaign called Say No to Hugs, which I really hope doesn't actually happen ever.
Traveling. What's traveling going to look like in the future?
Extra, read all about it. In the future, if you want to travel, you'll be able to actually do it by leaving your house and not just on the internet.
In the future, the at-home teleporter that teleports you to the exact same spot will be exposed as a scam.
In the future, everyone will be allowed to travel and double dribble too.
In the future, people on airplanes will still be required to wear masks, but only because most airline passengers are ugly.
In the future, scientists will work very hard on warp speed.
Let's hear about live music. We did karaoke, but what about actual live music and concerts in the future?
Extra, read all about it. In the future, concerts will require social distancing. Rock concerts will require social distancing, which means some people will have to sit more than 1,000 yards away from the stage, but they'll still be able to hear perfectly fine.
In the future, all live music will be performed by frogs karaokeing in a field.
In the future, due to social distancing restrictions, many rock musicians will experience decreased attendance at their shows, but journeys will be about the same.
And finally, let's do 3D people. 3D people in the future.
In the future, there'll only be 3D people. There won't be a fourth dimension of time. We'll always stay the same forever.
Extra, read all about it. In the future, 3D people will allow you to have a hologramma and holograndpa.
That's where we're going to end within the future. Thank you, Blake. Fred and Jenny, go ahead and kill your cameras. Zach, Bill, and Blake can hang out. And Bill and Zach, if you want to get rid of the Bachelors 1 and Bachelor 2 on your name pads as well, you can do that because you're no longer Bachelors. Fred 1, get over it. Which I suppose means you're actually still Bachelors. Sorry about that. Well, I'm thinking of that. You know what? want to give a shout out to Torg Brewery real quick because I picked up this awesome little pint glass from Torg Brewery, and the way I got this was by donating to them, and Source Comics and Games out of Roseville are doing a God Fairy fundraiser right now, where if you go in and you can either donate some cash, you can donate some money, you can buy one of these and a bunch of these BOGO chips for later once you're able to go back in the brewery. And they're raising money for the South Anoka Food, what is it called? South Anoka County Assistance Food Shelf. So stop by Torg, pick something up. They also deliver in a huge radius. Like the pizza places around here pale in comparison to the huge radius that Torg Brewery will deliver within. So pick something up from them and donate some money to the South Anoka County Assistant. Wow, South Anoka County Assistance Food Shelf. And if you do that, you get a coupon for 15% off Source Comic and Games. So if you're a big nerd like me, you got to do this by the 22nd, but it's good through the rest of the year. And I'm going to go there and pick up whatever Christmas presents I don't end up getting from my wife. We've got Bill, Blake, and Zach here with us right now. And alone, all three of these are borderline geniuses. But when you put the three of them together, they bust the curve for Mensa people. I'm assuming that's a thing, that Mensa is graded on a curve. These three, when they work together, can answer literally any question you ask as long as they answer it one word at a time. And Rebecca threw the question out there, so we already have questions popping up in here. Rachel wants to know, Instant Expert, why isn't Pluto a planet anymore?
Pluto
Is
Going
not
well
Pluto
was
once,
a
planet.
but
now
It
forgot
it
status
as
a
planet
thus
Pluto
doesn't
count.
Yeah, pretty much it. Pluto's the one who forgot it was ever a planet, and so the rest of us were like, all right, you're out. Kind of related to that, Elizabeth wants to know, is there life on other planets?
well
The
problem
with
life
on
other
planets
is
that
they
think
they're
smarter,
than
us
but
they
are
not
smarter.
than
us.
They
are
Dumb.
don't
believe
The
hype
don't
put
your
faith
in
aliens.
There you go. Aliens are dumb. Why would we ever want to know if they're out there? Mary Kay wants to know how much of her holiday bonus should she be spending on lottery tickets?
all
Yeah, spend it all. It's the only way you can win $1 million. Just put it all on one of those Minnesota Vikings scratch-offs. And finally, Heather wants to know, what will 2021 bring? We kind of had a dark look at it in the future, but what exactly can we expect from 2021, Bill?
in
2021
People
will
start,
loving,
and
stop,
stinking.
There you go. More love and less stink. Let's get Bill. Bill's already here. Let's get Fred and Jenny back because we're going to play one of our favorite games here. We are Jesters Comedy Improv after all, and that middle name is comedy, which means we need to tell a joke. And the one joke we've worked on more than all others is 185 blanks. Walk into a bar. Bartender says, I'm sorry, I don't serve blanks here. And then the blanks say a punchline. I'm going to give these guys the blank, courtesy of you, and they're going to fill in the punchline part. So we've already got, I got to scroll more. Let's get up here. 185 Dungeons and Dragons players.
185 Dungeons and Dragons players walk into a bar. Bartender says, "We don't serve your Dungeons and Dragons players here." Dungeons and Dragons players say, "I just rolled a 3d20 and you are mistaken, sir."
185 Dungeons and Dragons players walk into a bar, and the bartender says, "I'm sorry, we can't serve 185 Dungeons and Dragons players." And they go, "Well, that's all right. It doesn't matter to us."
185 Dungeons and Dragons players walk into the bar, and the bartender says, "I'm sorry, we don't serve Dungeons and Dragons players here." And they say, "Oh, is it because our constitution isn't high enough?"
185 Dungeons and Dragon players walk into a bar, and the bartender says, "Do you feel lucky?" And the Dungeons and Dragon players say, "Let me roll the dice."
Check it out. 185 Dungeons and Dragons walk into a bar, and the bartender says, "I'm sorry, I can't serve you Dungeons and Dragons here." So the Dungeons and Dragons are like, "Okay, I guess we'll go back to our air D&D."
All right, we got one from Sue that I can honestly say I've been doing this for 10, 11 years. I've never gotten. And it's kind of related to what we just did. So let's try 185 miniatures painters.
185 miniature painters walk into a bar. Bartender says, "We don't serve miniature painters here." Miniature painters say, "Hey, are you giving us the brush off?"
185 miniature painters walk into the bar. The bartender says, "I'm sorry, we don't serve miniature painters here." And so they handed him 40K. Now what?
185 miniature painters walk into the bar, and they say, "My fingers hurt."
Check it out.
185, I'm going to let you go first, Blake.
Check it out. 185 miniature painters walk into a bar, and the bartender says, I'm sorry, I can't serve you." And they say, "What do you mean?" And he says, I just can't serve you miniature painters. That's how it goes. That's the die cast."
185 miniatures painters walk into the bar. And the bartender says, "I'm sorry, I don't serve miniatures painters here." And the miniature painters say, "Well, I'm going to give you a bad review." And they start typing up on their pewters.
185 miniature painters walk into a bar. The bartender says, "I'm not letting you miniature painters in." And the miniature painters go, "Why not?" The bartender goes, "Because you always leave a tiny tip."
185 miniature painters walk into a bar. Bartender says, "We don't serve miniature painters here." Miniature painters refuse to leave. Bartender starts pushing them out, and they say, No, the paint's still wet."
All right, let's get 185 paleontologists in here.
185 paleontologists walk into the bar. The bartender says, "I'm sorry, we don't serve paleontologists here." And they say, "Oh, is it because of the sores?"
Check it out. 185 paleontologists walk into a bar, and the bartender says, "I'm sorry, I can't serve paleontologists here." And the paleontologists say, "Well, that extincts."
All right, I'm going to jump into another one. Oh, no, Zach, it's too late. We're doing
No.
185 chess players. Chess players. 185 chess players walk into the bar. They order a couple drinks, and then the bartender notices them and says, "Hey, we don't serve chess players here." And the chess players quickly down their drinks and say, "Fine, we'll just take the check."
Check it out.
185 chess players walk into a bar, and the bartender says, "Oh man, I can't serve you here." And the chess players say, "What are you, a king in your castle? Get out of your high tower, out of your castle, and get down here with the rest of us."
185 chess players walk into a bar. The bartender says, "I'm sorry, we can't serve you chess players. We can't let you drink in here." And the chess players are like, "Oh, we didn't want to drink. We're just searching for Bobby Fischer."
185 chess players walk into a bar. One of them is ghostly white. And the bartender says, "We don't serve chess players here, especially that guy who's ghostly white." And they say, "Careful, don't piss Casper off."
Check it out. 185 chess players go up to a fast food restaurant. And the fast food place says, "Look, I can make you a milkshake, but I'm not going to tell you what's in it. It's going to be a total surprise, okay? It's the Dairy Queen's Gambit."
All right, so you guys were jumping all over Blake on that one. He just wanted to tell his Queen's Gambit joke, which means I can tell you guys are feeling competitive, which means it's time for 185 championship. What? We've got a bunch of jobs in here. We're going to line them up. I'm going to set the joke up. You 5 are going to knock them down when I call on you. If the joke is good, makes sense, makes me laugh, is said in a proud way, I will get you through to the next round. If you stumble, if it's not a joke, if you repeat something someone else says, if time is running short and I don't like you, you are eliminated until we get down to the final 2, who will go back and forth until one digital Jesters Comedy Improv champion is crowned. Do we understand the rules, ladies and gentlemen?
I thought you liked us all.
I like you all. I love only one of you.
Oh.
We're going to do 185 dog walkers to start. 185 dog walkers. 185 dog walkers walk into the bar. Bartender says, "I'm sorry, I don't serve dog walkers here." And the dog walkers say, "Bill."
That's bull mastiff crap.
And the 185 dog walkers say, "Jenny."
Well, that stinks.
The 185 dog walkers say, "Fred."
Well, getting drunk is the least of my concerns.
The 185 dogs say, "Zach."
Who let you off your leash?
Sorry, Zach, leash was already used as a punchline. You are eliminated from the first round, so we're down to 4.
Fred's fault. That was Fred's second one.
We're going to jump into 185 beekeepers. 185 beekeepers walk into the bar. Bartender says, "I'm sorry, I don't serve beekeepers here." And the beekeepers say, "Blake."
Oh, no, we don't want to drink. Every time we drink alcohol, we break into hives.
And the 185 beekeepers say, "Jenny."
Well, that stings.
And the 185 beekeepers say, "Fred."
Come on, we just wanted to get buzzed.
And the 185 beekeepers say, "Bill."
Oh, you're just jealous because we're a bunch of wasps.
I don't know if I get that one or not, Bill. I'm sorry, you are eliminated. We're down to 3. 185 gastroenterologists. Is that how it's pronounced?
Gastroenterologists?
Gastroenterologists. Nope, we're not going to do that one because I can't pronounce it. Podiatrist. 185 podiatrists walk into the bar. And the bartender says, "I'm sorry, we don't serve podiatrists here." And the podiatrists say, "Fred."
I would like to make a toast to you.
And the 185 podiatrists say, "Jenny."
The lovely arch that we walked through was so inviting.
And the 185 podiatrists say, "Blake."
I know we got into that fight before, but I'm sure our relationship will heal.
Those were all very good foot puns. Let's move on to the next one. 185 poets walk into the bar. The bartender says, "I'm sorry, we don't serve poets here." And the poets say, "Fred."
Well, I will say this once to you. I say pooty poo.
God, that was the worst poem I've ever heard. Fred, I'm going to eliminate you just out of pure principle on that one.
You heathen! You heathen!
We are down to the final 2, which means Blake and Jenny are going to go back and forth on a topic of my choosing from the chat. And boy, oh boy, this is an actual thing. I did a separate comedy show for a group that was this job exactly. 185 poop doctors. 185 poop doctors. Let's remember where our bar is. Go ahead and go above it, go below it. I don't care. Poop jokes are funny. 185 poop doctors walk into the bar. Bartender says, "I'm sorry, we don't serve poop doctors here." And the poop doctors say, "Blake."
Well, those are fighting words. And the poop doctors and the bartender got in a huge fight. And as for the poor bartender, the poop doctors wrecked him.
And the 185 poop doctors said Jenny.
Fine, I have to runs anyway.
And the 185 poop doctors say Blake.
Ah.
That actually might be a real answer. We'll see. And the 185 poop doctors say Jenny.
But I can't go home. It's all plugged up.
Yeah, I'm going to give that one to Jenny. Jenny is our Jesters digital comedy improv champion with the poop joke. So, Jenny, let me get this raccoon out of there. Here you go, Jenny. Congratulations. We'll throw that up on your screen. Actually, everyone but Jenny, kill your camera for a moment so Jenny can get her moment in the sun. The belt. Jenny, congratulations so much on winning your digital Jesters Comedy Improv Championship. Because we're raising money for Toys for Tots tonight with our coffee.com kind of tip jar, what was your favorite toy growing up?
Ooh, I was definitely into Playmobil and Legos.
I need to know, because the Lego movie rocked. We've all seen the Lego movie. Did you ever see the Playmobil movie that came out shortly after that tried to jump all over the Lego movie? Oh, it was one of the 10 worst animated films of the last century. Check it out. Track it down. It tries so hard to be the Lego movie, and it's not. Okay, so we have a Playmobil nativity set. What was your favorite Playmobil set?
I had a skiing set, and it had a little like the groomer that goes up the hill. It had one of those cars.
Oh, cool! Very cool.
Very cool.
Reason I asked that is not just to waste time, because we're actually a little over time, but it's because we're down to the last game. Aww, everyone can come back now. Once again, we are raising money for Toys for Tots with our coffee.com little tip jar. We're also raising money for Torque Brewery and Source Comics and Games in Roseville. Those two are working together to raise money for the South Anoka County Assistance Food Shelf. With all of that, we just want to say thank you to everyone who joined us tonight. If you dropped some money in either of those, thank you very much. If you didn't, you know what? It's a free live comedy show. That's what we're here for, is to just spread some cheer over this holiday season when we're all at home by ourselves. So thank you very much. Once again, Blake is doing the interpretive signing for our, just because. He bought that whiteboard. He's getting his money's worth out of it. I love that. We're going to do a slideshow where Jenny and I are going to talk about one of the holiday memories of the past from some people in the chat. And I'm going to do a combo of them. Rachel was nice enough to correct me that tonight is actually the last night of Hanukkah, not tomorrow. So we're going to be lighting the Hanukkah candles, and we are also, courtesy of Elizabeth, going to be eating some lefse. So we're combining some Jewish and some Lutheran traditions there, lighting the menorah and eating up some lefse. So go ahead and kill your cameras, everyone but me and Jenny, because this is our memories. Jenny, do you remember all those years of Christmas and Hanukkah past?
Sure do. They were the best.
What was one of your favorite memories? Remember when you got your first menorah?
Yeah, I was 5 years old. It was great. I was so happy to finally start learning about all of that.
Your mom actually sent us a photo of your Hanukkah during your 5th year. Let's take a look at that. Click. Your mom got you one of those wonderful leg menorahs that lit up so beautifully.
I know, I was surprised by that. And she also got me a really just big one, almost like, the $5 foot long size menorah. I loved that one. The candle lasted so long on that one.
And your uncle was so proud of you getting your first menorah. He wanted to hug you, but he had never actually hugged someone before. And he was trying to squeeze your head.
Mhm. Yeah, that was a little interesting. It was also interesting to have the live elf on a shelf in the house. That was strange.
Yeah, the live elf on the shelf. I don't know if he does this at your house, but at our house, the live elf on the shelf always brought our lefse.
Hmm. No, I don't have a Alexa elf. Um,
Oh,
but I do have. Do you remember that gift that I got last year? Um, you, it's the one that you got me. Click.
there it is. Go
It
ahead
was,
and tell the world about it, Jenny.
well, it was the cape and the top hat, and I really wanted to be Phantom of the Opera, and it was a I don't want to say lifelong dream, but maybe 2 year dream, and you got me there.
Yep, I was really interested in hoping that you would like it, and I apologize for getting in your face so much about it.
That's okay.
I know that the next couple of slides we'll go through quickly, but they're ruined by my forehead, right, taking up the whole camera. It was a little awkward. Click. Yeah, that picture was ruined by my forehead. Click. This one was ruined by my forehead. And you even got that cool Lego set that you wanted for Christmas.
I sure did. It was my favorite, and I think we got another Lego thing, maybe something like it. It was these little like Nerf guns, and they were super fun to play with too.
Yeah, you could see them better if my stupid forehead wasn't in the photo. Sorry.
That would help. Click.
Ah, yes, but we finally got to make lefse for the last day of Lutheran Hanukkah, as we called it growing up.
Mhm.
And of
Yep.
course, the most important utensil is the spatula.
Well, it's the spatula that was handed down in our family for years and years and years from our great 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 grandma. In fact, I think we have a picture with her.
And the spatula.
Yeah, somewhere around here.
Yeah. I think it's next. I think my forehead's finally out of the photos. Click.
Yep, there it is. It's grandma and the spatula.
Women were not quite into waxing their upper lips and chins and jaws back then. Grandma was naturally beautiful.
Yeah, times are a changing. They sure are. Do you remember that clown though that we hired for Christmas one year? That was crazy. We thought he would come and do some like, holiday themed stuff, but no, he just did a regular clown routine, not related to anything at all.
I'm surprised you remembered the clown at all when cousin Jimmy was attacked by a bear at that party.
Yeah, that's true. That was a little rough, but we made it through. We will always remember that for years to come, and we promised not to make fun of the scars anymore.
That's right. We did finally get to light the final candle on the menorah as well, obviously 8 days later. Let's jump ahead 8 days later in our slideshow. Click.
You see, Grandma had changed her hair at that point, and she dyed it blonde. It was a nice look.
It frightened Uncle Joe though. It was
Yeah.
either that frightened him or the candle setting the curtains on fire.
I'm not sure which one it was, but he was definitely scared to death. And then that random person that we don't know, she just dropped by, gave us a bag, and left. Do you remember what was in it?
I don't, but I took a picture of it. Let's see what was in the bag. Click.
Oh, it was one of those booby traps where they spray you with water when you open it.
Yep, and then when you try to dry it off, it turns you all pink. Like
Yeah.
a dye capsule from a bank.
Mm-hmm. That was
Still,
great.
though, that was probably the best Hanukkah we ever had.
Uh-huh.
What was your absolute favorite memory? Because I bet we got a photo of it coming up next.
Ooh, my absolute favorite memory was right after lighting the last candle, we all sat down to sing a song together, and we sang
Last Christmas
mhm,
by Wham.
we sure did.
Click.
The whole band was there. It was so great. You know, we really harmonized super well. We brought stuff. They didn't have their instruments, but they just had different various things to bang on, like some cans and a tube and a squeaky stuffed bunny. It was great.
It was wonderful. George Michael did get very drunk, but he was able to walk it off pretty quickly. That was probably the best Hanukkah / Christmas / holiday season we ever had.
It truly was.
Thank you very much for walking through that with me, Jenny. Thank you very much to Jesters Comedy Improv for joining us tonight and for letting us come into your home for our Have a Holly Jolly digital show. This is the end. Oh, this is the last Jesters live show of 2020. I do sincerely want to thank everyone who's invited us into their homes, either with the live shows, with the YouTube clips, with the Facebook clips. We've had a lot of fun trying to keep sane during this tough time. We want to do another quick shout out to Torg Brewery. We're going to be back there live someday. Just keep helping them. They're helping the South Anoka County Assistance Food Shelf right now with Source Comedy. Wow, Source Comics and Games in Roseville. Drop some money off there. Get a coupon for Source Comics and Games. Get 15% off there. If you haven't yet, drop some money in the coffee.com/Jesters Comedy Improv. We're giving all of that money to Toys for Tots right now. And you know what? Just be nice to each other. Just be great. Give hugs when you can. Give virtual hugs. I'll give you a hug. Thanks very much to Edison for joining us. Matt jumped in there with Jenny. We appreciate that. At one point, I think I saw Suzanne's elbow in the background, Zach. So thanks, Suzanne, for that. You guys have the floor right now. Anything you guys want to say before we check out for the night? It's going to turn into one of those long Minnesota goodbyes. So
Be
Thanks
safe.
so much for all your support all year.
yeah, that's it. Thank you guys for your support. We wouldn't be doing this if you weren't joining us on Facebook. So we like the way we talk and we like the jokes we tell, but it's for you guys we do it. So thank you very much. Happy Hanukkah, Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays. We'll do this again in January. In January, we can get back to the fourth Thursday of every month, which unfortunately, since today's the third Thursday, means you have to wait an extra week longer than normal before you get Jesters. So like us on Facebook and subscribe on YouTube because we've got clips popping up all the time. Again, my name is Wooly. I've been joined by Edison, Blake, Bill, Jenny, Fred, Zach, Rebecca, and Steve have been your tech tonight. Half these guys, including Rebecca and Steve, makes it more than half, are going to be doing Fantastic Voyage this Wednesday, December 23rd, Christmas Eve. Make sure you check them out on Fantastic Voyage's website or on Facebook Live every Wednesday at 7 o'clock. Now this is officially a Minnesota goodbye, so let's just say bye. Bye. We'll see you next year. Bye.
Bye. Happy holidays.
Ha, ha, ha. Merry Christmas. Ha, ha.